Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how much money I made my first 6 months on YouTube. And by first 6 months, I mean the first 6 months after I officially got monetized and became a YouTube partner. Now, if you're new to my channel, I filmed several videos before sharing, how long it took me to get monetized, how much I made in my first YouTube paycheck. So if you want to see those videos, please make sure to check them out up here. And then I'll also include the links to those videos in the description down below. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at my YouTube dashboard. Okay guys, so we are going to start with my channel analytics page, specifically the revenue page. So what I wanted to show you first is kind of my monthly revenue. Then we're going to kind of add everything up together. And then after that, if you're interested, I can also go over some of my top earning videos, my CPM, RPM, and other fun stuff. But let's start with the monthly revenue. Okay, so looks like last 6 months now starts with February, but I can tell you in January I made about $55. I got monetized like halfway through January, so like somewhere in mid-January. But yeah, so in February I made about $100.41. March I made a little bit more, so $113.04. In April I made $135.84, and then in May I made like only a little bit more than that, so $139.81. And then in June, I would say like this been, one of the biggest jumps so far. So $167.25. And then July, I'm filming this right now. It's kind of still ongoing. We're in early July right now, and it's so far $36.33. Again, it's not like a huge revenue right now, but it has been growing consistently. Hopefully, maybe we'll hit $200 this month. If you guys want to help me out with that, I would be super happy. If you just want to watch some of my videos, that would definitely help me to hit that 200 mark a lot quicker. And I guess if you add everything up together, in the first 6 months, I made about $748.40. And I guess like if you subtract like the money that I made so far in July, that would probably be more like $710 or so. But yeah, a little bit over $700 is how much I made my first 6 months. Oh, and this is also a very friendly reminder that if you are enjoying this video so far, please make sure to hit that like button because it really helps me with the YouTube algorithm, and in general, it really helps small YouTubers like myself and really helps us with the algorithm. So yeah, let's go ahead and click that like button. And in general, if you love content about side hustles, personal finance, and productivity, I highly advise you to subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every Wednesday. So yeah, sorry for interrupting. Let's go back to the dashboard. Okay, so now that we went over, the total dollar amount, let's talk about my RPM and CPM. And I don't know if you've tried doing this with your analytics dashboard, but my RPM and CPM kind of really vary, especially depending on the time frame. But if you want to see like all in all the last 365 days, my RPM was pretty low, so about like $6.86, and then my average CPM has been $22.89. However, if you kind of narrow down the time frame a little bit more, so like last 90 days, it does go up because I've been making a lot of videos about, finance, investing, like real estate investing and passive income. So because of the topic of my videos, my RPM, did increase. And I also had like some pretty high points of RPM. I guess like at some point it was literally like, okay, it's not clicking, but if you saw that, it was about $51.51. So it's definitely been fluctuating. I know I had a really good month beginning of June just because I had some, passive income and like real estate investing videos that kind of got picked up by the algorithm. So if your RPM fluctuates a lot, that's totally normal. Wait, Noodles, what was that? Oh, that's right. So Noodles is reminding you to please follow me on Instagram because I post there pretty frequently. There are a lot of tips that I share on it, and it's just kind of been a really fun creative outlet for me. So yeah, please make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's Christina_NGM. And yeah, sorry, back to the video. So when you're looking at these numbers, I know for some of you, this may be like, oh, that's a lot of money. And for some of you, this is like nothing. I mean, I've definitely seen YouTubers who made way more than I did and way less than I did the first 6 months on YouTube. If you're wondering how I feel about this, I mean, this is more money that I expected to be making in a relatively short period of time. So I am overall pretty happy with this. I mean, especially since at this point, as I'm filming this video, I only have about 1,800 120 subscribers and I get about like 9,000 views per month. Yeah. So now let's go over my top earning videos. We'll start with this one, Udemy earnings, how much money I made on Udemy. This one has always been, one of my top earning videos, and kind of the main topic is making money online or passive income. So I'm not really surprised that it has a pretty high RPM/CPM. And then my marriage-based green card application. So this video I kind of randomly filmed back in the day when, I was still making like a lot of lifestyle videos, just random videos about my life. And then I also had my small apartment storage video, which is the most viewed video on my channel. I think it has almost 50,000 views, but since it is a lifestyle video, it has a pretty low RPM, even though the volume views is pretty high. So speaking of CPM and RPM, as you probably know, the way that the YouTube algorithm figures out what your video is about is definitely by the keywords that you use in your videos. And one of the most helpful keyword tools for me has been TubeBuddy, which, for a while I had just the free version. I've recently upgraded to one of the premium versions, but the free version is still very helpful when it comes to picking out your keywords. It also tells you things like, make sure to heart certain comments, add chapters, add cards, info cards, ending, like a lot of different things that will help you to optimize your videos a little bit more. So I definitely recommend using TubeBuddy. I'll include the referral link down below for you. Now, this video, I think recently got picked up by the algorithm after I changed the title. It used to be how I became a career coach, but now it says how to become a career coach, which is a lot more of a searchable term. This is kind of an example for you how changing like some words in your titling can make a big difference. But yeah, this video so far has made about $50. But yeah, anyway, you kind of get the point. These are some of the top videos that have been earning me most money. So one of the other things that I wanted to point out is that, I personally definitely see the big difference in my earnings after I kind of became a lot more consistent with my upload schedule, which I guess makes sense because, the more you upload, the more views you end up getting, the more money you make. So, if you are struggling with your YouTube earnings, if you're not making as much as you thought you would be, I would definitely take a look at, how consistent you are with your upload schedule. And even if you are consistent, right now I'm making like one video a week, but if you have the bandwidth and have the time to make like 2 videos, so even 3 videos a week, then, that might really help you with your numbers. But, obviously everyone's situation is different. And I guess just one of the last things that I wanted to talk about is like the individual RPM and CPM on each videos, just because we all know RPM and CPM like vary depending on so many different things. So on my channel, I talk a lot about, passive income, side hustles, like investing, but I also have some videos that kind of more like lifestyle from like way back in the day, or like productivity. And so I wanted to show you how much your RPM and CPM can differ depending on those factors. So this video that I want to show you is my how to invest in real estate with little money. So as you can see, the CPM here is about $80.86, which is pretty high. And then RPM is about like roughly half of that. So right under $40. And then this is kind of interesting, but this is my how to find your career path video. CPM here is as high as $122.75. And then the RPM is $58.19. And then when you go back to the most viewed video on my channel, which is my apartment storage video, the CPM is like really low here. So it's like $10.62 and the RPM is only $1.37. And so when you take all that into consideration and you kind of make an average, that hopefully explains to you why like my average CPM and RPM is still on the lower end. So those of you who have been watching my channel kind of know that I started out as a lifestyle, like self-improvement / like life hacks and different types of, pretty much like I had like a really random channel. I was just pretty much making videos about whatever. So the CPM and RPM on those videos was pretty low back in the day. And then recently I started making more videos about like finance and side hustles, which have pretty high CPM and RPM. So I guess it takes like time for it all to average out. But yeah, that hopefully explains to you kind of how RPM and CPM work and how it takes time for you to kind of get your numbers a little bit higher. And that is it for me today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to remind you to, again, never compare yourself to others. Everyone's situation, CPM, niche, topic, upload schedule, all of that is really different, you know, from person to person. So, you know, this video is just one of those examples. Let me know in the comments down below how much money maybe you end up making in your first 6 months or your first month on YouTube. I'm always super curious, or, you know, definitely feel free to drop a link to your YouTube channel as well. And if you enjoyed this video, once again, please make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!